My name is Ilea Murray, and I will be reading for Sylvia. Some might lament that I were cold as I when this sweet day is gone, which my heart lost too soon grow old, insults with this untimely moan. They might lament, for I am one whom men love not, and yet regret, unlike this day which, when the sun shall on its stainless glory set, will linger though enjoyed, like joy in memory yet. Now, I realize some of this can be hard to understand, even after our unit on mortality, but Shelley wrote this long after several deaths in his family, his wife and his daughter. His expression of desire to weep away the life of care followed one of the lowliest periods of his life. Used to it, in a sense. I mean, they all knew death was inevitable. But imagine coming home and finding your whole family gone. I mean, you couldn't hold them anymore. You couldn't talk to them anymore. Death took people away from each other. And this is why, even when it was common, we feared it. And yet Shelley seems almost to desire it for himself after his loved ones are gone. He sees that everything around him is beautiful, and he knows it. But he's in no condition to find pleasure in it. It's more than just sadness that makes a man feel this way. It's a kind of nullity. A feeling that life itself is too great an effort for too little reward. And yet Shelley expresses this feeling even while he's experiencing it. A few people at the time cared to hear it. It is interesting, though, that by the sea that Shelley contemplates his own death and legacy, and not but 4 years later he drowned in a sudden storm. But just as the day lives on in his memory at the end of this poem, we choose to remember him. Memory is only counter to death. When death takes people away, that's all we have left. We choose what we hold on to, whether the good or the bad, so we can remember who the person was at their best and learn from their worst. Any questions?